Good evening to you. And this brick, perhaps one of the final remaining pieces of what is now rubble, what was once Marilyn Monroe's home, one of her first here in Los Angeles. If you take a live look behind us, they have closed this construction site off, but in the corner there is rubble where her home used to be.
A piece of history just got torn down.
Valley Village residents spent months protesting the impending demolition of a World War II-era building Marilyn Monroe, then Norma Jean Doherty, once called home.
Used to live next door to Mrs. Affitata, who owned the house, and she was very proud of Marilyn Monroe being her tenant.
It was April of 1944. 17-year-old Norma Jean moved into the back guest house with her in-laws as her husband served overseas.
Marilyn felt that she wasn't safe in Hollywood, and she felt that everywhere she went, people stared at her. She felt very comfortable here.
Locals passionately tried to preserve the home as a historical landmark called the Doherty House.
Look, right there is a shower basin. Did Marilyn Monroe shower right there?
But ahead of Thursday's hearing with the Cultural Heritage Commission, the first step to making this a historical landmark, developer Hermitage Enterprises moved in.
Get back to work.
It's certainly regrettable that this home was demolished before it had its day in court, so to speak.
And while LA's Office of Historic Resources says it's regrettable the hearing won't happen, they say the developer had the right to bulldoze before the case was presented. Plus, they didn't recommend the house be preserved, since Marilyn only lived here 1 year before her rise to stardom.
Marilyn Monroe is obviously an iconic figure internationally, but she had more than 30 residences in the Los Angeles area.
What's left now? The neighborhood stories of a young girl before she became one of the most recognizable names of our time.
Mrs. Affitata told me that Marilyn always paid her rent on time and was very sweet, and she was very clean.
And you're looking live right now at another point of controversy. Critics say Hermitage Enterprises demolished the building shortly after these public hearing notices were posted, and also broke law by not giving a 30-day public notice to demolish a building 45 years or older. We did leave a message for developer Joe Salem, and he has not yet at this point responded for comment. We're reporting live from Valley Village tonight. Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News. Micah.
Christina, any idea what the owners plan to do with that property?
Yeah, well, we actually have some video, I think, to show you of what we found online on a website called Redfin. And according to the site, when we typed in the address here on Hermitage Road, they're planning on building some sort of multi-million-dollar apartment complex. And ironically, in another twist, I want to now direct your attention to these yellow notices on the fence where we're standing right now. There is an issue today when suddenly the Air Quality Management District showed up and halted all the plans and projects here. They say they saw this story on the news, looked up the address, and realized the developer didn't notify them of the demolition, which is required by law. So currently an investigation is underway. The project here is stopped until further notice, but as you can see, are clearly too late, sadly, for the